All right, number 5. Why don't you do double duty there, Jamie? Who do you got at number 5?
All right, I struggled to put and this person. They flip flop back and forth many times, but it's Kristen Wiig. And again, Thomas already. No, nobody's mentioned Kristen Wiig yet.
Not yet. We've mentioned her, but she hasn't been picked yet.
Yeah. What it came down to me was her Nancy Pelosi. Like the first time I saw her do Nancy Pelosi, her eyes. I remember watching it with my wife and just being like, would you look at this woman? Like she hasn't blinked in like 3 minutes. And she was just radically talented, threw herself into everything. She was somebody else that was doing heavy lifting. She was in 5-6 sketches an episode. She got that very special send-off. That was very cool.
Did she ever have, and I'm sure she does, but did ever have like a really popular reoccurring character?
Yeah, she's got quite a few. Target Lady would be one.
Oh, she's Target Lady. That's right. I thought it was Sherry, but she was Target Lady.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I can't. Penelope,
like Penelope, Dunice, the one with the little weird hands.
The mutant.
Pretty much. Yeah,
the big forehead and the little baby
hands. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right, I'll do number 5 for me. Probably the ultimate glue guy, Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
It was funny. We did a watch along of Jingle All the Way just a couple weeks ago, and I was like, Phil Hartman's got to be top 10 of all time. And the 3 other guys I did it, they're like, no, it's top 5 for sure. And when I did my little list here, he made top 5 because I think he probably had, almost 10 seasons or so. I don't know the exact details of that, but everything he did was rock solid. And whether he was the star, whether he was in the background, you need someone to play Reagan, he'll do it. Was it called Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer?
Who
used his, I don't understand these black boxes, but damn it, if they can talk to me, I can't believe it. It's like, so good at that. The anal retentive chef.
Yes.
I didn't even know what anal retentive meant when I was a kid. Like, what does it even mean? You just take everything and put it like into a little shell and put it in a little bag and then put it in another little bag and then put it in a little waste basket.
We got a discard of this refuse right now and put double aluminum foil on it. And
so good, man. Like everything he did was just amazing. And like, once again, like a terrible ending for him. And I think he was shot by his wife or ex-wife or something along those lines. Yeah. But just a guy that everything he did on SNL was amazing. The other one I always loved, it's kind of a little known one. I'm going to butcher it totally, but he's like the old school actor from the 40s. And it's like,
yes.
What do they say about my performance? They say you're terrible. They say you're brutal. They say you're the worst thing that's ever on the screen. What's the word on the street?
Yes, give it to me straight.
Give it to me straight. That's it. Yeah. The people are rioting. The people say you're terrible. The people hate you. What's the word on the street? Like he's just so like it's just. I think it was probably a 10-1 sketch. It was just a throwaway.
But that was a Groundlings sketch. Brought that from the Groundlings. John Lovitz and Phil Hartman brought that from the Groundlings.
Wow.
Yeah,
which is so funny. When I perform with the Groundlings, and to this day, it's on Melrose in Los Angeles. The name of the theater is the Phil Hartman Theater.
Did they? That's so.
They might have changed it. That was probably 10 years ago. Well, 15 years ago now. But
when I went, probably 17 years ago.
So I was 06, 07 were the years that I performed.
I never performed. I never did any. I was in the lessons. Like I was doing all the lessons and stuff.
I did the Cooking with Gas probably a dozen times. Cooking with Gas was
so cool.
Cooking Gas was I can't remember. It was like guys that weren't quite there yet, alumni and guests.
Oh, okay.
Is what it was. So they kept Mindy Sterling and Michael Hitchcock. They kept bringing me back, and just a little Groundlings trivia. They always told me the Phil Hartman Theater holds 99 people. They said, if you crush it, you just crushed it in front of 99 people. If you bomb, you just bombed in front of 99 people. So don't fucking worry about it. Like, it's not a big deal. Just go out there and just have fun. But Phil Hartman, just one of the all-time greats. And to this day, anything that I see him in makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Who you got for number 5?
He was my number 4.
Oh, okay.
So Kristen Wiig was my number 5, and he was my number 4. So I'll just repeat everything you just said. That was great.
Who do you got it for, Thomas?
Well, Phil Hartman was my number 3.
Okay.
So I talked about glue guys. I mean, Phil Hartman was like, to me, the like prototypical kind of glue guy. I mean, you mentioned too his Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. He did a great Ed McMahon, Frank Sinatra, his Bill Clinton. So yes, his Bill Clinton when he walked into the McDonald's.
You need those fries.
That was one of the best sketches, and Phil Hartman was formative as far as my comedy palette and instincts. I was a weird kid teenager, even 12 years old, whose favorite SNL guy was Phil Hartman. And that's kind of weird for a kid to gravitate toward Phil Hartman's sensibilities, but he was like my guy from that era.
Phil Hartman's Sinatra was great, talking about Sinead O'Connor. What's with the bald broad?
Yes, absolutely. So Hartman was my number 3. My number 5 was actually Bill Hader.